So once again, I am relaunching the podcast, but I'm not really relaunching it. Ron is relaunching it. It's his show. I'm just here. My name's
I just set up tables, put up chairs.
Yeah, not exactly excited about it.
Basically pulled me up like I was sweeping the floors, like trying to start a podcast. I guess so.
I mean, yeah. All right, so what's going to happen is we're going to go through some topics. Ron's going to set the timer at 15 minutes, hard stop after 15 minutes because, well, editing sucks. And I want to put in some segment breaks for this because, well, I might edit it. I might not. Ron.
15 minutes.
Okay, so Ron Taylor, RJ Young.
Nice to meet you. Happy New Year.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it a Happy New Year?
Well, no.
Okay.
There's so many people talking about it like hey, we are a new year, new me. I cannot wait. And then there's also these people going, wow, 2020 starting off real salty like. And I'm like, well, it's like anybody telling you, hey, happy birthday. How's it feel to be 25, 30, 35, whatever. And you're just like, feels just like it was 5 minutes ago. Thank you for asking.
Okay, so how old is Tom Brady now?
Ooh, was he like 45, 50?
Like 62?
I'm pretty sure I saw him at like an
67.
AARP meeting the other day.
Yeah, but he said he's not retiring. Is he retiring?
Probably not. He has no reason to. A lot of people, I think, get tired of football, and Tom Brady seems to be having a ball.
It's bugging me.
Why even have bits?
Because you can hear it.
Yeah, that's the whole point of the timer.
It's just tick, tick, tick.
Yeah. Oh man, Hitchcock would be so unhappy with you right now.
I'm unhappy with Jordan Peele right now too.
Anyway, so Tom Brady seems to really love playing football, and he is basically the Patriots brand. And he doesn't really cost them a lot of money.
Bill Belichick is the Patriots brand?
I mean, sure, Bill Belichick would probably say that, but, everybody's talking about Tom Brady. More so than Bill Belichick.
I'm talking about Tom Brady because he's washed, not because everybody's talking about Tom Brady, because I called him washed on national TV, and my co-host on national TV wanted to act like I just blasphemed.
Well, I mean...
And then he went and got beat down by Derrick Henry. And watching the internet respond to Derrick Henry's stats in high school, like we had this discussion, we will continue to have this discussion.
He's still running.
Well, okay, all right, I'm going to put this to you. Should Derrick Henry have been running that much in high school? Like, I remember I told you stats. It's like 465 carries, 462 carries in one season.
No.
Okay.
That's borderline child abuse, both for the people that had to tackle him.
That's what I'm saying.
And giving this man this ball 450, at the time, this child, 430 plus carries.
Derrick Henry was 6'2", 241 pounds, playing running back.
Oh, also, you saw those stats. I implore everybody to look up his highlights tape. It's nice. With those stats, what do you think that the record should be?
Oh, he broke it.
I'm sorry. What do you think the win-loss record of the teams that gave the rock to Derrick Henry should be with those stats?
Undefeated.
Yeah.
They were not.
They're barely breaking 500. How?
And by the way, the losses weren't close. We're talking about 2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns here.
I'm just saying, like, if you're going to beat the kid so hard, hopefully, like, you get, like, a Thriller album out of it, but...
You know what this goes to show?
What's that?
He does not need to be playing defense.
Absolutely not.
I mean, because first of all, anybody that big, that fast, playing in high school, you play both ways. Not only do you play both ways, you play on my line of scrimmage. How did he talk the good folks from Yulee, Florida, into letting him play running back? Or is it a Champ Bailey situation?
I think this is one of those situations.
Now I'm a running back.
Yeah, we can tell it. So this grown man shows up with his birth certificate telling you that he's 12, trying to convince you that he's a one-striper or no-striper.
Okay.
You let him do what he wants.
Okay. First of all, shout out to all the one-stripers, of which I am one. Second of all, Derrick Henry was playing small ball, 6'2", 241. Ends up at Alabama, Mr. Florida football, which is the most talent-rich state in the country, bar none, period. To which I ask, how the hell does Derrick Henry not end up at IMG? At Mater Dei, at St. John Bosco, at Long Beach Poly? Insert private school where they want to win championships here.
I say that the trek for Derrick Henry, he probably ran into one too many Florida men or women.
We have different discussions about this because I believe the Florida man is not the kind of person for which is in Yulee, Florida, because Yulee, Florida is like Georgia or Alabama, just deeper south.
Okay, so we have deep south. Talk to me about the flavors of Florida men and women. Because it seems to me that you just said, here is a Florida man who wears hats. This is Florida man who loves mojitos. This is Florida man who goes to Disney World. So what Florida man are you talking about?
I'm talking about the Florida man that knows where Chipotle is.
Okay.
Okay? And also understands that ain't nothing else to do with Chipotle except play ball. Okay?
Okay.
I'm talking about the Florida man that knows that Tallahassee is where the urbanites are.
Okay.
Who knows that Destin exists, but is more likely to go hit the Sizzler up there at Dothan. Mm-hmm. Okay? I'm talking about the Florida man that doesn't think that Southern Bastards, the comic book, is that far-fetched.
I feel like this Florida man is somebody that absolutely... I hear what you're saying. This is a Florida man that will ask to see the manager, right?
I think it's more a Florida man that's going to ask, have you knocked down that tree yet with your shoulder?
Okay.
For the folks that don't know, there's a bit in the comic book where the blind assistant coach asks the linebacker to be, if you haven't actually hit anything until you can knock a tree over, plant it in the ground with your shoulder pads on. And this poor child goes to hitting this damn tree over and over and over. And looks at the assistant coach, says, hey man, it ain't moving. And he says, you hit that tree until you see God. Do you know that man kept hitting that tree? And he knocked that tree over? Now we're getting into comic book stuff about this, but are we? Because Derrick Henry exists. Okay? Derrick Henry exists. That's my point here. My point here is there's probably somebody that came from IMG Academy or something of the sort to try to recruit Derrick Henry away. And what had happened was he was told, no, sir. Do you like your car in one piece?
Oh, yeah.
Don't you touch our treasure. Hey, man, y'all lost a game. We lost 3, but you can't have him. 4,200 yards in one season of football.
Oh, no, we had this cover. You said that he probably, whoever from IMG.
The man had 57 carries in one game.
Showed up to whatever house, and somebody said, no, thank you. Showed him the chrome, and IMG gentleman said, I see what you mean, and walked out. I understand.
Oh, man, because, the way to look at this is people have seen how big Leonard Fournette is. Leonard Fournette ain't no small man. Mm-mm. State of Louisiana was ready to riot. He didn't go to LSU. I remember being at the Sugar Bowl in 2013 for Oklahoma versus Alabama, and the only thing that mattered wasn't the game, because, of course, LSU ain't playing in it, but wasn't the game, wasn't the Saints. It was, Leonard Fournette, don't you dare go to Alabama. Boy, you better stay your butt right here. And when he stayed, everybody excited. But also, Leonard Fournette is not a small man. And yet Leonard Fournette was 25 pounds lighter and 2 inches shorter than Derrick Henry.
I think they align on the official height and weights, because I saw that picture in the national championship of him standing next to Ingram.
Mark Ingram. Mm-hmm. Yeah, in his jacket.
And Mark Ingram
is not a small man.
A small man. Mark Ingram looked like he handled audio video for Alabama football rather than being a football player.
Okay, still one of my favorite is Derrick Henry sitting next to Schein. Schein playing defensive tackle. Schein 24. Schein 340 pounds. Schein a big man. But to your point about Mark Ingram looking small and whatnot.
Yes.
I got nothing but shade for Mark Ingram. One, because he got Christian McCaffrey's Heisman at his house. No, he doesn't.
He has
Dominic Sue's Heisman at his house. Excuse me. Maybe that's Derrick Henry who has Christian McCaffrey's Heisman.
No, Derrick Henry deserved it.
I ought to get research on that. I got the laptop here. I'm just lazy. But to the point that I'm making is Mark Henry is the dude that would walk into Alabama facilities and straight up say, yo, give me the sliced pizza. To be like, you make weight? Yeah, I'm good. And then stunt in front of the offensive lineman who trying to make weight.
No, that's beautiful.
How do you win a Heisman Trophy doing that? How do you taking your life into your hands that way?
That's okay.
No, it's not. on, man. Just eat your pizza and go. Why you gotta sit in front of the offensive line and be like, how y'all doing?
Oh man, this cheese is so straight. That's delicious. It got extra pepperoni on this. Yo, got cheese in the crust?
I would be so mad.
Can I get y'all like some water or anything? Yeah, y'all look tired.
You know what? It's stuff like that would have Patrick Peterson coming straight through the hole on a blitz.
I'm not gonna lie, that's a bit I'd be furious. I can only be contrary for so long. Somebody did that to me. I'm not gonna have to, you know who's gonna be eating? The floor. Ground's gonna be well fed.
Just move. It's like Butts in Remember the Titans.
Okay.
It just where he said audible and he's like, ooh, my bad. I didn't hear it. Swear to God. That'd be me.
Yeah.
You're not gonna stunt in front of me.
Oh, I wasn't supposed to do that? That's my bad.
So the reason we bring this up, right, is Tennessee beat up on the Patriots and Tom Brady sucks.
Yes. Oh, whoa. Okay, caught me with that one. Tom Brady's just fine. Go back to your original question. Is Tom Brady washed? Yes, for Tom Brady, not for being an NFL quarterback. Could you get a better one? Yes, Lamar Jackson's doing it. But if you were talking about
Jimmy Garoppolo.
First, Jimmy's nice.
Hey, shout out to former Baylor commit and player Jarrett Stidham, who's like, yeah, Tom Brady is washed. Because you know who's backing up Tom Brady.
No.
Yeah, it'd be Jarrett Stidham. Be Gus Malzahn's kid. Be that one. Where we throw 2 passes. Deep and super deep. Deep and over them mountains. Nah, he's like, I can run this offense. I'm sure that's what he's thinking. Now, according to some of y'all, though, Bill Belichick's going to break the mold when he drafts Jalen Hurts in the first round, so whatever.
I think that Jalen Hurts, given a lot of time and a lot of money, could be a very good NFL quarterback.
Ain't no way.
That's fine. We'll see.
Ain't no way.
I mean, he's not going to be the...
I could be a great NFL quarterback if you built a system around me, and I'm 5'5", 150.
I imagine people that are your followers have a lot of passionate opinions about Jalen Hurts. I don't mean to throw another hot take out there in the world. I'm just saying that I think that Jalen Hurts could be a good NFL quarterback. Long and short of it.
I watched the...
And you know what? I bet that he also could throw 30 touchdowns and 30 picks in the season if you gave him the chance.
I watched the Peach Bowl. Did you watch the Peach Bowl?
I watched a little bit. Caught some bits and pieces.
How did he look in the Peach Bowl?
I mean, it could have been better.
Would you call that LSU defense all-world?
They're pretty good.
But all-world?
I mean, they're all SEC at the very least.
Should you go 15 or 31 for 219?
I mean, that's
with a pick.
That's probably what we would do. It's not great.
Yo! I went after somebody. I went after a lot of people. It's like, put Spencer Rattler in the game. It's like, I get it. He's more talented. But I'm not trying, no. Ride with the horse that brought you. 1. 2, don't ruin Spencer Rattler because y'all were 2 touchdown dog in this game to begin with. By the way, shouts to Pat Queen and Jamar Chase, who said what they were going to do to him and then did it.
Yeah. No, they were looking at the tape. I think a lot of people think like, oh man, they're talking wild trash. Or like, they have no media training. And like, whatever, they're from Louisiana, I don't care. But they were looking at the tape. They were saying the things that they were going to do to Jalen Hurts as if they were a plumber trying to get at a rusty pipe, like an accountant trying to do some paperwork.
I mean, they said he was a running back.
I mean, yeah. All right.
Set the timer. I put it on. Let me put it on the table.
Oh, come on.
I can hear it. They can hear it.
Okay, fine. Whatever.
I'm trying to give everybody a nice experience here.
Felt like it was
even move tables around.
Felt like it was a good.
Probably going to end up moving tables around again.
Can't have nothing around here. No. So earlier this week, you had a post on Twitter that I really enjoyed. That gave me a lot of life. Where you were talking about LSU grabs a large portion of the top talent in Louisiana. Why can't OU do the same? Now
in Oklahoma,
right? And I think the 101 basic answer is that what you would like to see is that OU being the premier university in the state of Oklahoma, if there is top talent to get, they should get it. But the comment section started to head towards a galaxy brain take of, well, LSU has more talent than Oklahoma. And at that point, I'm thinking, it's not a dog whistle just yet, but what does it mean to have talent? And if I play this, in my head it's that whatever we're talking about, we're heading to Jimmy Degree territory when we're talking about what it means to have talent. But
you are Slim Jimmy Degree.
Am I? What is there to take from the talent that OU gets compared to the talent that LSU gets when it comes to getting in-state talent? What was your point?
Oh, my point was that there's some generational talents from just this area, just from Tulsa, my hometown, that didn't get to Oklahoma. I also think that recruiting is about two things, right? It's about relationships, as is all things, and it's about want to and hustle. Blake taught us that, okay? Blake walked in and he said, "What's your name?" F you, that's my name. I drove an $80,000 BMW to work. You drove a Hyundai. You know what it takes to sell real estate. What I'm saying is evaluation as well is a big part of it, right? I participate in this culture, recruiting analysts. You can only evaluate who you see, and you can only evaluate them well, good on good, which is why you'll see kids like Derrick Henry, for instance, that need to show up to somebody else's camp to be like, "Oh, yeah, that's a 5-star." Be like, "Yeah, but he's 6'2", 241, he rushed for 4,000 yards. Be like, "Yeah, but against who?" Right? Because that would matter, because y'all would tell me that good on good matters. To which I would also say some of it is mostly about where you were raised and what you believe about what you were raised, because it really is your birthright. I wrote 1,800 words about this in the newsletter, rj.substack.com.
For those that don't have the newsletter.
Yeah, that's where you go.
Okay.
That's where you...
I guess we won't spoil it here.
What?
No.
I'm gonna walk it out.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk it out.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk it out. Nah, I wasn't gonna be like, I'm not gonna give you my
I
take.
was about to say, it's behind the Patreon.
No.
Give me $10.
No.
You can absolutely have access to this
No, we're not doing that. My point was, there is talent here. It left. Dax Hill left. Josh Proctor left. Josh Jacobs left. And everybody missed on Josh Jacobs. Why did you, though? He's in your backyard. You know? Be like, hey, everybody missed on this thing that, what? Michigan missed on him? Cool. They're from Michigan. Alabama saw him. I never will forget Josh Jacobs having to hold up his own signing day to find out if Nick Saban could take him or not, so he could go. And then not even getting used the way that Najee Harris was getting used and Damian Harris was getting used. Still turned out to be first-round draft pick based on his talent and what he did in the Orange Bowl as well, trucking Robert Barnes. Robert Barnes has never returned from that. He hadn't. It's a fact.
Changed forever.
It's a fact. He has not been the same. It's a fact. But it's also kiddos from your backyard know what it means to play here, because college football is parochial beyond everything else. Like on my channel, right, I get hecklers from people be like, "Yeah, whatever, go Tigers." And I'd be like, "Okay, whatever, hook them." Be like, "But that's not, I was talking about Central Florida here. Why you got beef with this? Hey, I would like you more if you talked about my team." Well, I mean, cool. I'll do that, and I do that. But it also speaks to the underlying point of, if you're raised in this state, you understand OU football. Now, whether or not you worked hard enough to go get a kid, or a kid didn't want to come to you, I would say every kid that left, you didn't work hard enough to get. Like, there's no way I'm going to Oklahoma. Maybe that's true, but even in Texas, right? The number one running back in the state of Texas is Zach Evans. Zach Evans' recruitment has been all over the map, and it's been the most entertaining I've seen since Jamar Chase. For those of you who don't remember, Jamar Chase, like, David Beatty had built a cardboard fence around Jamar Chase's house at one point. He was going to go to Kansas. Same dude that won the Biletnikoff Award, okay, from Louisiana. Zach Evans hadn't given Texas a second look. He's from North Shore. He's from Houston. Now, we think he's going to end up at Georgia, but there are people that think he's going to end up at A&M, right? What's the difference between A&M, Georgia, and Texas?
Tell me.
One of those dudes is not treating you like an adult.
Oh.
Two of those dudes are like, "What you need? How can I help you? How can you help me help you? Let me know. My name is Kirby Smart. I'm from Athens, Georgia. I want you, Zach Evans, to come play for me. How do we make this work? Are you looking at the depth chart? All these things, right?" Texas A&M continues to put together top 5, top 10 recruiting class with Jimbo Fisher. Who is Texas A&M in the grand scheme of college football?
No, as much.
One national championship. One. Okay? How many Heisman winners LSU got?
One.
They just got one. 127 years. Clemson is where I'm going with this. How does he ain't built from the state of South Carolina because he can't, right? So what did he do? He went adjacent. Georgia. Oh, Atlanta's 3 hours from here?
No, he's got a few backyards.
So in Oklahoma, though, we can play football. We do play football. We play very good football. Mason Fines at North Texas, right? He's going to be a great pro. He didn't get offered from TU or Oklahoma. Jay Sternberger, drafted in the 3rd round from Texas A&M, from Kingfisher. You know who else is from Kingfisher?
Who's that?
Curtis friggin' Lofton. Yeah, I'm getting that. You know, it's like, can you coach? Because it sounds like y'all can't coach or develop.
And see, that's what I was getting at. When people saying that, talking about between OU and LSU, it's like, well, or Oklahoma and Louisiana, said, well, LSU or Louisiana just has more talent. I'm like, well, you have to play football to be good at football. So are you saying that here in Oklahoma, whose population is like 10, 15% less than Louisiana, so this isn't a Texas versus Oklahoma type of situation,
right?
That in both of these states, that Louisiana has a more fervent passion for football, that they are more experienced, that they are better coaches, that they play the games at a higher level than, say, at least around here, the Unions, Jinx, and Broken Arrows, and whoever's out west. That Oklahoma football is just worse by category. Is that a good take that we could have?
Well, I think
that we play football worse.
If we want to get into the toxic masculinity of this,
I mean, let's dive in.
Like, do they? It's like, no, they just have more kids in Texas. They just have more, and when you have more, you can create more competition.
See, yes, yeah, you could absolutely say that about Texas.
But I would also say, like, Oklahoma does a hell of a job turning out baseball talent. Oklahoma does a hell of a job turning out wrestlers.
Okay, so that's what it is. We're just really diverse. Like, we have a huge passion for basketball and gymnastics and horse riding.
What I'm saying is, football above all else is what we know, right?
Right.
Above all else, above every other sport.
Right.
How you gonna sit here and tell me that Oklahoma does not compete with the rest of the nation in the way that it develops its talent? Like, Anthony Bland is a name that not a lot of people know because he played at Stillwater in high school with Gunnar Gundy, Mike's kid. He's committed to play at Princeton. Okay, that's probably the 2nd or 3rd best wide receiver in the state, right?
Okay.
Depending on how you feel about J.J. Hester, I think J.J. Hester might actually fight me over that, and I would get it at Booker T. He's going to Missouri.
Okay.
You know, you're not just losing them. You're losing them to North Texas. You're losing them to Missouri. You're losing Miles Slusher to Arkansas. Miles Slusher for me is Ed Reed. Like, that's his comp. He knows where the ball's going to be. He understands coverage. He understands scheme. He does not have to be the fastest dude on the football field because he just knows where the ball's going to be.
Okay.
You know, not to say that Ed Reed's slow. That's not my point.
Yeah. Oh, what's that? Your caller ID is going crazy. Ed Reed's showing up on every phone and computer screen in the house.
Pat McAfee is about to walk through and tell his Ed Reed story to me once more. Friggin' Ed Reed! But no, it's the kids are good enough.
Okay.
It's not it. I mean, how many kids I see leave this state to go play at Iowa? Like Charlie Kohler, or Kohler, excuse me. He's playing at Iowa State. Right? He played in Norman, like played in the city of Norman. You know, Ryan Broyles is from the city of Norman as well. Sterling Shepard's from Oklahoma City. You know, Dan Cody is from Ada. You know, Jeremy Shockey's from Ada.
Oh yeah, talent.
Are those big schools?
Real talent.
Are those big schools? You know,
big time talent going to
Justin Blackman's from Ardmore.
Absolutely.
Plainview.
So
Jermaine Gress is from Ardmore.
So would you say that then the argument that somebody would say that Oklahoma doesn't have that much talent is because a whole bunch of talent is just bleeds through, that we don't get enough pub on these really good players?
I think it's one. Coaches will tell me all the time, I don't give a damn about how many stars they got. Well, clearly you do. Because when I would tell you, hey, Brendan Presley can play. I don't know, he's short. Brendan Presley turned out to be the best player in the state this year. He's 5'7", about $155.
Okay.
But everything that goes up, he comes down with.
All right.
We talk about dude that play both ways, you know, and nobody threw on him. Okay, his little brother Braylon is better, and they got like a 6th grade little brother that's cold, and the oldest sibling, his older sister, crushes the 100 meters at Ole Miss, and she's probably gonna make the Olympic team. All right, so like maybe just recruit the Presleys. Matter of fact, you remember this? You remember the Kennards?
Yes.
Yes, everybody remember the Kennards. Friggin' Claremore Zebras had one dude One dude that they hand the ball to, and his name was always Kennard.
Okay, no. So we got talent.
Oh, where's Jason White from?
Oh, Tuttle.
That's 3A, right?
I believe it is.
He won a Heisman, right?
He surely did.
Who is Putnam City North? Or Putnam City West, excuse me. Putnam City.
What,
one of the Putnam cities where Sam Bradford went.
The Griffin brothers?
Yeah, see what I'm saying? It's like, wait a second. Hold up, time out. Didn't Bill Blankenship recruit a bunch of kids from Oklahoma, put them on one team? People tried to clown him for it. He got fired. They brought in a coach from Texas. He won 10 games. Ain't been no good since.
Yes, that did happen. That's exactly how it happened.
Reggie Smith's from Edmond. Yeah, they're there, is my point.
Okay.
That's my point. And I'm always going to ride for Oklahoma kids playing at Oklahoma because, one, I think it means more to them. And we'll get to the SEC part of this later. Just means more. But also, I don't think that I should have to leave to go get kids that need to be here because you lost out on Jason McClellan. Okay, he's from Texas. Brock Vandergriff reopens his recruitment. He's from Georgia.
Right.
Cool. You got Chandler Morris, and you got to recruit Texas because everybody got to recruit Texas. You got to recruit Florida, Texas, Georgia, California. Everybody does. Everybody will go there, right? But if you can't make most of your squad up of Okies, and then you lose, I'm gonna tell you that you didn't recruit enough Okies.
Right.
But if you win, cool. Whatever. It worked for you.
I mean, see, the last time that OU was made up of primarily Oklahoma recruits, they won a national championship. Right?
Oh, man. Rocky Calmus is from Jinx. Teddy Lehman, he's from here. Ooh-wee. Ronaldo works. He from Booker T.
Yes, he was.
Oh, man. Yeah. By the way, but Robert Meacham, yeah, we'll let him go to Tennessee. Felix Jones, we'll let him go to Arkansas. Prentice goes to Oklahoma State. Like, that's still...
Oh, my goodness. Like, just those three names, if you just put... Well, first off, it's not as if OU didn't pick up Quinn Schein. It's not as if people...
Dominique Alexander, also from there.
Yes.
Yeah. From Booker T.
Yeah. You're not going to win it every year. But it would be nice if you had the top talent.
But
if the home guys could stay home.
Your first offer needs to be from OU. Every single time. Like people will say, Oklahoma did everything right with Dax Hill. He just didn't want to come here. I'd be like, well, if he didn't come here, you didn't do everything right. That's what that means.
I mean, I get it. Put yourself in the shoes of 15, 16, 17-year-old.
Josh Proctor went to Owasso.
That he did.
Put yourself in the shoes of 15, 16, 17-year-olds. They got parents.
I know they do. I'm just saying if the thought process is like, I sure would like to go and see the world, especially if you're ready. Because I know a lot of kids that can't leave. It's in them to stay home or close to home. Mm-hmm. But if for some reason you get a call from Oregon, if you get a call from South Carolina, you get a call from Miami, and you go there and they give you, they put you in the Ritz, it definitely looks a lot better than the suburbs around here. Or
tell it to Jaden Davis, who came from St. Thomas Aquinas down there in Miami. I'm sorry. I have a rebuttal.
I'm not saying. I'm not saying. But you could say the same thing. Where did he come from? And where did he go?
Jaden.
He was ready. He was ready to go someplace else.